Here with the Clovis North Broncos, who make their annual trek to the San Francisco Lowell Invitational here at Golden Gate Park. And this is going to be one of the more memorable and meaningful trips, because not only do they have the individual champion in the second boys varsity race, they are the team champions, they are the overall champions combined in both boys varsity sections. Let's have these fine gentlemen introduce themselves.
I'm Richard.
Richard, there was so many obstacles and challenges just being able to get off the line, right? You know, and people are getting knocked down, people are getting flat tired.
I got hit too.
I know. So, but what does it say just about like the strength and the unity, you know, and like the determination of this group, that like even if it's, you know, one man down, that everybody else is going to rise to the occasion?
I mean, I think it's great if these guys are able to get first, even if the troubles that were out there, the shoving, the fighting. I mean, even if they're able to do that and still get first, that's pretty impressive, and it just shows the grit and hard work in everyone.
Absolutely. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay. In the long term, I just want to make sure, you know, ultimately that you're there on the line, you know, come Clovis Invitational, Valley Champs, you know, and fingers crossed state meet as well.
Just hope there's no more restarts.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm Charlie.
Charlie, just in terms of what this group has been doing in training, where only you guys and Coach Lee now and your male teammates, your female teammates get to see. How special was it to be able to put that on display in front of a big audience like this today?
It was awesome. I mean, to come here with all these schools, it's great, and especially to win, it feels great. Like as a team, like we've been working hard for this, so yeah, it just feels really good.
In terms of just as consistent as the group has been through the summer, obviously August and September, like you're doing it in practice on a regular basis, but just to be able to say like we can execute that in a large field, and even when there's multiple restarts, like we're not going to get rattled, and like we're just going to keep the main thing. Like how encouraging was that today?
Really encouraging. I mean, like the consistency, it makes us confident when we come here, especially these bigger meets. We know we can do it because we train together. We're like all together at practice during workouts and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we're just confident coming into it.
Well done.
I'm Jacob Leath.
Jacob, you can't, and I said this to Conor as well, like you can't handpick your opponents, but that second section was absolutely stacked. I mean, obviously there's always a different energy anytime you're going to compete against your TRAC rivals, but I mean, like just to be able to not only win, but like to do it in such a deep quality field this early in the year. I mean, like just how much reassurance does that give you in the group?
It brings me a lot of confidence in our team, and I think we really trusted our training today, and I think we have a good season ahead of us.
For the guys who have been here before, just how much of a benefit is it understanding like where to be patient, where to push, even with that big curve and the downhill at the end. It's like you don't want to open up too early and not have anything left the last 50 meters. Like how beneficial was it for the guys who've been here before?
I think this course it's very technical, and if you do it wrong, it can kind of mess you up pretty bad. And I think we all know it pretty well, so I think that was a huge benefit for us.
Great job, man.
I'm Mathew Castaneda.
Matthew, just in terms of, there was so much promise and so much potential with the guys last year, but maybe it's an illness at the worst possible time, it's an injury at the worst possible time. Like just how mindful are you guys of like just the details, like the recovery and just I mean, before you guys walked over here, Coach Jason Lee now hands emergency to everybody, like just the little details, so it's like we can see the best version of Clovis North, come Valley Championships and Lord willing help providing the state meet. Like how important are those details for you guys?
It's super important. We're all pretty like on top of our stuff, like, and we also like lift each other up and stuff. So it's not like one of us is like down. Like we make sure like we're all like pretty on that stuff, so we don't.
And also too, like in a very supportive way and a very reassuring way, like holding each other accountable too, right? Like it's like I mean, obviously, I mean, no one wanted Richard to go down today, but it's like, look, like we're gonna look to our left, we're gonna look to our right, and front and back, and it's like, and everybody's gonna lift one another up. How important is that for the group?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, he fell back this time, but he's gonna get back up next time. So it's like it was one bad day.
Well, it was a great day overall,
Yeah.
and that's the most important thing. Congratulations,
I'm Lucas Diaz.
Lucas. Just in terms of having such a huge group getting off the line, and having such a large group, you're trending on this long gradual uphill and being there for the first mile. How important was patience today for you guys?
Patience is really important because you need to time it well if you want to get in front, and if you go out too fast, you could ruin your race. So it's very important.
And then did you guys feel like not only individually but as a group that you guys were able to move the way you wanted to in the latter half of the race, especially like in that last half mile?
Yeah, I think we did really well as a team, especially individually. We all worked together. We all wanted to win, so it worked out really well the way we wanted to.
Awesome. Well done. I'm going to save Connor for last.
I'm Matthew.
Matthew.
Wong.
Just in terms of so much of the focus of summer training is getting that foundation and working on the strength.
Mm-hmm.
Were you pleasantly surprised? Were you encouraged about how much you guys had left at the end and being able to showcase a little bit of early speed and find that turnover especially in the last 400, because there was a lot of really positive movement for you guys.
Yeah. I'm definitely encouraged by that. I mean, that's something we train for, right? Pushing at the end. Our coach, before every meet, he always says, go out conservative, and we want a positive race where we finish faster. We trained for that, and we did that today. I'm really proud of it. Yeah.
And in terms of, I love the word that was shared earlier about this is a technical course.
Yeah.
It also takes a lot of maturity and a lot of composure out there. How important, not just today, but going forward, in the big invitationals and especially at Valley Championships and and Lord willing, health providing the state meet, is maturity and composure going to be for this group? Because I know how hard you guys work,
Yeah.
and I know how deep you are, and I know how versatile this group is. But how important is maturity and composure? Like when we have multiple restarts, the group just kind of keeps a level head.
That's definitely. I think that's what's pulling us through right now. Obviously, our number 6 or 7 runner, Richard, he rolled his ankle, and the fact that we were able to still pull off that win. And then same with the last meet, Summer Sizzle.
Yep.
We didn't have Connor,
Yeah.
obviously. He's, I guess someone called him our superstar, but I think the best part about our team is that we're even when we have one of those guys missing, we can still pull something like this off.
Absolutely.
So I think that's our strength, maturity and composure when whatever happens, we can still pull something off. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, all of you were superstars today. And speaking of, Connor, to Matthew's point, I remember when Carter Spratling wanted more than anything for Clovis East to win the team title.
Yeah.
He would have sacrificed any individual success or glory to have that team title. Again, you are only one of 7 on the line at a given time, but just how much would it mean to you if it's a Valley Championship or a TRAC Championship that in addition to being a state champion individually, that's part of your legacy?
People come up to me and fist bump me and say, "Oh, Conor Lott," and I don't know him, right? And it's cool, but what's cooler is that I get to wear Clovis North